sec. Fucking yes. Does this work? Yes. That's good. Testing, testing. Oh, cool. Double check that's recording. All good. Done. New game. Burn the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yeah, don't care. Or a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So need to murder royalty to save the world. Cool, it's murder. Murder to world. Oh, these are a lot of options. You're okay with the world ending. I get some sort of reward for doing this. I get actually telling me what to do. So okay. Sure, let's go
That's
murder.
the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
Right, what warning?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Not if I don't give her a chance to speak.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Is the voice of the hero me, or is it someone else that's with me?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Someone that's with me, got it. Cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
You happy now, YouTube? There. Always entirely bare, air stale and musty, and the floors fine of dust, the only furniture on the table. Blade.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, might as well.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Just stab your hand. Okay, 6,800. String this as well and try and make this shut up. That make you happy?
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Doing a favor for royalty. Doesn't sound right to me.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's me!
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi!
Don't be a stranger. And it's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Why only one wrist? That doesn't seem good.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Well, royalty and power could be a threat to anything. And she's somehow slipped one of the chains off her wrist.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, you caught me.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare.
Narrator's starting to seem a little bit forceful.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Us. Does us include me? Of course it includes me, but is it just... Is us only me, as in talking about myself as multiple? And different sides of conscience.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
A little bit. But also a little bit scared
You
of...
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Yeah, worth a shot.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I hate that she's got a free hand. I hate that she's got... Well, both of her hands are technically free because that chain is pretty slack forever.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Fuck it.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Oh.
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Yeah, let's...
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
She was armed. I was right.
Oh.
Suspicious.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Now that's a face of evil. If I've ever seen one.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder... Do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Didn't we just go through this?
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Yeah, no, this
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
No, she isn't.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Yeah, that's...
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine. Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Why?
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Well... Yeah... In a sense.
We did exactly what you said. Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Okay.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
True. Pretty damn consequence-free.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Good point. We're looking at either same timeline but going back, or multiple timelines overlapping on themselves.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
I didn't fail to slay her.
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
Good idea.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realise that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
That is also true.
She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Well, I wouldn't be British if I didn't have stiff upper lip. Screw it.
A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
So, I think all the voices are me, and each perspective will be...
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Each perspective will be added for each repeat.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This wasn't like that. It wasn't like that last time.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
The mirror is new.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I'm gonna look at the mirror. I need to.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
You're another being.
This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What's with that hand?
But it was there a second ago.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
So I'm not human.
Very different.
Yeah.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Yesn't?
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Go take the knife, I guess.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Indeed.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's even more unnerving than last time.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
She even sounds different.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
This is a corridor.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
So is she.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
No. I'm just reading through this options like not trusting her spider. Go. Fuck it.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
Exactly.
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
But I was watching her.
Whose meat? Not ours, right?
Hers, at first,
First.
then yours.
Hehe.
Just a. Yeah, I'm gonna. That's gonna be future background because that's the real watch. That little hee hee.
How? What did she even hit us with?
You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
But I was impaled from a.
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
What the fuck?
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Yeah?
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
What?
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Apparently I can just bend reality to my will.
I feel dizzy.
Ho 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 ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? Nobody. Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
Okay.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight.
Who is the hunted? I mean, probably me as well.
Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Great.
Okay.
So obviously you've already been here. How many times?
Number 3.
This is our 3rd? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
So it is literal. I need to kill the princess and survive, or the world ends.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better.
Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
Now they're just dragging me along. I don't really have any input on this.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right?
Yes.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Yeah, what the fuck is reality at this point?
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Yeah, I have no options on this. Okay.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Okay.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Into the depths I go once again.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She remembers? She fucking remembers. So I'm trying to kill it. I'm trying to kill a deity in disguise as a princess who remembers and is able to, well, possibly able to manipulate reality.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
At actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
True.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
True.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Oh my.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Dad? Don't let us feel to our authority puff for a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Charge.
Yes, yes. This is the best idea anyone has ever had.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? Let's see if we can turn off the part of us that feels things.
Pain is good. It's how we stay alive.
Nah, I'm sick of pain. Yeah, this whole thing would be a lot more tolerable if it didn't hurt so much.
Wait for it to come to me.
Just standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
The princess closes the distance and we dodge. And you dodge.
And we fight back.
Yes.
And you fight back.
Oh, you're fast. But let's see how fast you really are.
You and the princess enter a quick and vicious exchange, each of you wounding the other, but neither landing a fatal blow.
Yes, yes, this is exactly it.
But the dance couldn't last forever. All it takes is a single clumsy moment. She skewers you.
So, I can't just fight her one-on-one?
Gotcha.
Okay.
And? Does it hurt?
No.
Oh, a new one of us.
My exact thoughts.
I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die?
Die?
You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Yeah, good question.
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead. If we didn't realize we were dead, then we made progress. Good job.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Not a bad idea.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
We've tried that.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving. Why not? It's not like dying again and again is doing us any harm. Let's see how far this little mind hole goes, shall we?
You're already pretty dangerous to thief.
Come on! Show me something new!
Nope. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, all of these suck. Think of something better. Okay.
None of this is working. Think. Think. She skewers you.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
Then you skewer yourself.
What?
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought.
What's the point? It's all the same. She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up.
Okay, let's go again.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
She skewers you.
Okay. Complimenting didn't work.
You're cute.
See? We're getting better.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Just panic! Flee! She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time.
You're right. One last time, that's all we need.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
You think that thing has a better nature?
She skewers you.
My point exactly.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Right.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
There's no weapon.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Still claw.
Woohoo! What if? Throw it out the window.
Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
She does have pretty sharp hands. Well, actually, no, those are inside her hands and not her actual hands.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is...
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Wait. Kept on, okay.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
When I said this was a love story, this isn't exactly what I expected. This is like Stockholm Syndrome with extra steps. Many extra steps. Although there might not be any steps behind that door this time.
Fine by me.
You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only...
It's fine. I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Wait. Only it's more of a slide, we know. I'm just giving you. Apparently, alright.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
You shouldn't be.
Don't care. Just want to win.
Fine. You make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You're not chained up this time.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again?
Yeah?
I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together.
No.
But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
No?
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
Okay, what's she doing?
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red gleams of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. It becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Does that thing have pockets? No?
Are you ready for what comes next?
Can I say no?
Holy shit!
She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
Alright, you need to get removed.
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
So do you.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
No?
That looked painful.
How is she still alive?
Heart's still beating, that's all she needs.
Okay, so I need to...
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
I'm genuinely speechless here. Okay.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
True.
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
I'm just gonna continue with this.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Alright,
Forget.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once. You're incredible.
does have pockets. Perfect size for a knife. A mirror. Okay. What am I? I'm in hero. Damn it.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? That is my exact thought.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know what I am anymore.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Okay. Do you? Is it you?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Okay.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Okay. No, the world's beyond this place.
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay.
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Yesn't?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Okay.
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us and that we are meant to reach them.
Okay, so we're meant to go to the other worlds.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay.
Everything, until we meet again.
So that's basically game restart, I'm guessing.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. What if I don't let you?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Okay. Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
And the game just closed itself. I am incredibly confused about what's going on as well, yeah. So, the game just closed itself because of options I chose. There is a hell of a lot that's gone on. I'm going to be uploading the video later and revisit the game later, but for now I'm going to go get some food because thinking has made me hungry.